Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is David Hood with TigerNet.com here in Death Valley. The stands have emptied out, but it was buzzing earlier as Clemson beats Notre Dame 31-23. The number 12 Fighting Irish go down. Quarterback Sam Hartman trying to get the first victory of his career. Remember, he started out his career at Wake Forest, trying to get the first win of his career against Clemson. He'll be 0-6, 0-5 in games in which he's played. The first quarterback in college football history to do that was Chris Ricks for Florida State, who went 0-5 against Miami back in the day. They played Miami in a bowl game. That's why he went 0-5. Sam Hartman, not a good day today, 13 of 30, two interceptions, as Clemson's defense managed to get pressure on him all game long. Clemson's offense doing just enough. It was really the Phil Maffa show. 36 carries. That ties a Clemson record for a single game, 186 yards. That's a career high for him. He's playing in place, of course, of running back Will Shipley, who's out with concussion protocol. But let's talk about all of these backups. As Sam Hartman, his last pass fell incomplete. I looked out on the field, and Clemson had four true freshmen out on defense. That's defensive end TJ Parker, cornerback Avion Terrell, who played great today in a start. Nate Wiggins didn't get the start, I think probably for some kind of disciplinary reason. And Sheridan Jones, the six-year senior, he was out with an injury. So Avion Terrell gets a start. He played great. Clemson's two starting safeties also out. Jalen Phillips with an injury. RJ Mickens still trying to recover from appendix surgery. So at the end there, you had Avion Terrell, Khalil Barnes, and Kylan Griffin all on the field for the Tigers at the same time as Hartman's pass fell incomplete. Four true freshmen. How about that at one time? Jeremiah Trotter, the linebacker, 11 tackles, seven solo, two sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss. And how about a big interception return for a touchdown that put the Tigers ahead 24-6 there midway through the second quarter. Notre Dame would battle back. They always do. Hartman finding some chunk plays, but Clemson's defense really standing tall there at the end. In fact, after Clemson managed to find the end zone, Phil Maffa gets in from 1 yard out. They go up 31-16. Notre Dame comes flying back. They get a touchdown. They make it 31-23 midway through the third quarter, and you think, okay, game on at this point. Clemson's offense, after that, didn't do anything. They were stymied. Moffa was doing just enough to grind out yards with his big day, 36 carries, like I said, 186 yards. But Clemson playing the special teams defense game, four punts inside the Notre Dame 10. Cade Klubnik, the quarterback, with one of those, a pooch punt that was down to the Notre Dame 4 yard line. How about this? Notre Dame's last six drives, they went punt, 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 interception, and then turnover on downs to end the game. Clemson able to run out the clock. In fact, Notre Dame, after that touchdown, they ran 24 plays and got just 62 yards. And in fact, 32 of those yards came on a couple of junk plays when Clemson's defense was kind of trying to keep everything in front of them. A lot of Notre Dame drives today ended at 1 minute or under a minute. They only had one drive that was a greater than 8 plays. That was a 12-play, 60-yard drive that ended in a field goal where they were able to kind of grind it out a little bit. So for Clemson, all about that defense, all about Phil Maffa. They only had two turnovers today. Notre Dame had three. That was also a big difference. So the Tigers getting a much needed win as November comes calling. November is going to be big. Clemson, a lot of people wondered, would they get bowl eligible? I didn't pick Clemson to win today. I knew about a lot of these injuries, and I thought it would be just too much to overcome. Somehow the Tigers find a way. Georgia Tech comes calling next week, then North Carolina, and then the Tigers end the season with that big rivalry game against the South Carolina Gamecocks down in Columbia. Can the Tigers get a little momentum now with this 5-4 record? Yeah, I think so. We'll have to see, but for now, it's all about the freshmen, the backups coming through. How much will they play going forward? I guess we'll just have to see. It all starts again next week against Georgia Tech. So this is David Hood, TigerNet.com here in the Stat Suite in beautiful Death Valley. A sun-dappled afternoon. Tigers come away with the big 31-23 victory.